Okay, let me start by apologizing. This meeting should have started since morning, but other national issues came up and we had to take them head on. But in any case, we are here to continue the meeting. I will start by welcoming you all to this conference, which was convened to review current international security situation and reevaluate your role as commanders of your respective squadrons and bases in relation to your mandate of maintenance of law and order. This meeting will also keep you abreast of extant force policy, particularly as it concerns the protocol for the deployment of your personnel. You will agree with me that this year has been most challenging, both to the nation and to the Nigeria police. The security situation was particularly compounded by the COVID-19 pandemic and the violence that resulted from the NSAS protests, which impacted significantly on our morale and operational capacity due to the massive destruction of policing assets as well as targeted attacks on our personnel, which resulted in some fatalities and injuries to several police officers and men. Most of you had to deploy your men in managing the violence. Hence, you all particularly experienced the consequences of the NSAS protests. Your experiences and the strategic approach to preventing and managing such civil unrest in the future shall form part of our discussion at this conference. I am delighted that throughout the crisis, you exercised self-restraint and provided quality leadership which informed the civil manner that the unrest was managed, even in the face of provocation and grave threat to your personal safety. It is on record that no civil unrest of the magnitude recently experienced has been so professionally managed by the police in our democratic history than the NSAS protest. The professional and unprecedentedly civil manner you responded to the situation frustrated the broad goal of the sponsors of the NSAS violence, which is to trigger widespread violence that could subvert our democratic order. For this reason, I sincerely thank you all. The agitation for police reform and the violent turn it took have again thrown off the need for us to undertake an institutional self-appraisal. This is with a view to addressing issues that impacted to some extent on our civil disorder management as well as our internal security operational capacity. Principal among these is the manner in which we deploy personnel of the mobile police, special protection unit, and counter-terrorism unit. The current system of deployment of our personnel impact on our ability to optimally direct our manpower assets to core policing functions. In consequence, there must come a time in the history of the force that we must restore orderliness and professionalism in the way we police the nation. In this regard, we must redefine the concept of security by prioritizing the security of all citizens and the public space over and above security of private individuals or corporate bodies, and the time for this is now. This informed the directive that police personnel attached to undeserving private personalities and corporate bodies be withdrawn forthwith. The plan is to restore integrity to the deployment process and mop up police human resources which will be deployed to mainstream policing duties with a view to redirecting our focus on management of current and evolving internal security threats. The details of this shall form part of our discussion in the course of this conference. With Christmas fast approaching, we shall anticipate an increase in crime. This will necessitate the review of our security operation across our various formations. Some of your men should be deployed to strengthen visibility policing and to prevent or respond to any security breaches. Most others should be deployed to enhance patrol along major highways and other vulnerable points in anticipation of the increase in human vehicular traffic across the country, as always witnessed in festive seasons. In the performance of these duties, I charge you to lecture your men to maintain their sense of discipline, professionalism, and civility to members of the public. More significantly, they should remain vigilant and defend themselves against any form of targeted attacks. They should defend themselves against any form of targeted attacks by criminal elements. I once again wish to reassure all citizens of the commitment of the Nigeria Police to ensure a safe, secure, and peaceful end of the year festivities. We, however, continually solicit the understanding, support, and encouragement of all citizens, as it is only by working in partnership that we can defeat the devilish plans of criminals who are our common enemies. I thank you all for your loyalty, sacrifice, and commitment to your policing obligations, and I encourage you to sustain this standard as we advance into the new year. May Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to protect you as you commit to the service of our dear nation. I wish you and your beloved families a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Thank you.